Hey everyone, welcome to my bright autumn fall makeup tutorial. This look is great for a daytime shine or if you're just going for like a glowy vibe for the season. Hope you guys like it. So first I'm using my Rodan Fields foundation in Almond and mixing it with my Becca foundation in NW35. First applying the Becca foundation directly on my face and then taking a wet beauty blender with the R&F foundation applied to it and just blend the two tones in. My neck tone differs a lot from the tone of my face, so I like to use two products to make sure they match at the end. Next I'm taking one of my favorite products, the Tarte Shape Tape in Medium Tan Sand, and just applying it to the T-zones of my face. This time, taking a fluffy foundation brush and blending it into those areas. Next are brows. Now, I have gone through many different techniques and ways of doing my brows. I still haven't perfected my favorite way of doing it yet, but this is what I've been doing recently. So I'm taking the KVD pomade in the color Graphite and really just creating a thicker version of the shape I want to achieve and filling it in with a flat slanted brush and trying to have the right boldness and intensity that works for me. So this is gonna look like a hot mess in the beginning because it's gonna just look really thick and not shaped in the beginning, but we're gonna go ahead and fix it in the very next step, so please bear with me. After this, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape again and applying it to my beauty blender and just erasing around my brow to get the preferred thickness. You might want to use a thinner applicator so you don't over-erase like I did a little, but you can just go back with the same pomade and touch it up and refill those areas. I did the same thing on the other brow. Next, I'm going in with my e.l.f. primer and just creating the canvas for my crease. I will be using the Morphe 35 Fall into Frost palette for this entire look, but you can use any similar shades to basically achieve the same thing. First, I'm taking the shade Sunkissed, or a shiny orange color, and applying it to the top and outer edges of the crease with a thin fluffy brush. I love Morphe products because a little goes a long way, and I feel like I can make one of their palettes last for a long time. Now I'll be taking that same primer and applying it to my inner crease to extend the canvas now and add a layer of separation between the colors. Next, I'm taking the shade Intuition, or a dark purple, and applying it to the lower eyelid with a flat rounded brush. I really packed this color in because I wanted it to be as purple as possible just to achieve another bright autumn color, basically. And then just blending the two tones in to make it come together with first a thin fluffy brush and then a bigger blending brush. The amount of blending is up to your preference. I like a more gradient style for this particular look, so blending a lot helps with that. Now I'm taking the shade Reduce, or a bright shiny orange, and applying it to the crease with a pencil brush, basically bringing out the orange tone a little more. And then just taking that big fluffy brush and blending that in as well. Next, I'm taking the lightest shade of the Lancome Glow For It palette, or a shiny light gold, and applying it to the inner eyelid with a pencil brush. Next, I'll be taking Phantom, or a dark purple, and applying it under my eye with a pencil brush. Now I'm taking a magenta eyeliner from the You Can Be series, or any bright purple eyeliner, and just lining it to my preferred thickness on the upper eyelid from end to end. And then applying it to the outer half of my waterline. For the wing, I'll be taking that same pomade I used for my brows and shaping the outer wings with a flat slanted brush. Also making sure to only cover the outer half of the purple liner. I like using the pomade over a liquid liner first because I find it's easier to shape with, and it allows for a more pastel wing rather than a bold one. And then also brushing it along the lower waterline, kind of blending it into the purple. And to finish off the liner, I'll be taking my NYX black liquid liner and filling in the outer wings to intensify them a little more. Now for my lashes. I just do the traditional curling and mascara routine. I'll be using one of my favorite mascaras and just applying the mascara to the top and lower lashes. I am not a huge fan of fake lashes. I think they look great on others, but as a personal preference, I've just not really liked them on my face ever. I do my lashes in 2 parts, and this is just part 1. Now, contour. I use the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette to contour my face. First, I'll be using the darkest brown shade and applying it to the hollows and edges of my face with a thin, fluffy contour brush. I'll use the same shade now to contour my nose. I just take a thin flat brush and apply it to the edges of the bridge of my nose. And then just blending that product in with a large fluffy pencil brush. Next, taking the yellow shade on a flat rounded brush and applying it to the areas under and around my eyes. For blush, I'm using the Bare Minerals Brunch Bellini blush and just applying it with a pencil brush on my cheekbones. And then just taking the darkest highlighter shade of the NYX palette on a pencil brush and applying it to both my cheekbones. Next, going back with the Glow For It palette and using the light gold shade again on a pencil brush this time and applying it to the cheekbones and the point of my nose. So remember when I said there were 2 parts to my eyelash story, so here's part 2. Again, just curling my lashes, but this time I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara to add the second layer of intensity. This next part, which I'm sure you've already guessed, is lips, and I'm excited because I'll be trying out a TikTok hack I found. So this version, I'll be using my regular chapstick instead of a lip balm and applying it to my lip first. I'll be using the shade Sand for the base color and just taking some of my finger and applying it over the upper and lower lip. Now I'm going to take the shade Cabernet and apply it to the middle of both lips and add some color. This is a great technique, and the fun part is you can experiment with various palettes and colors. Super cool, and I'll be doing this again in the future for sure. I'll definitely be crediting the TikTok artist that inspired me to do this in the description below. Lastly, I'm going to take that same light gold color and apply it to my Cupid's bow. And that's it, guys. This completes the bright autumn look. I'll probably wear this look with the dark purple or burgundy outfit for contrast and pop. I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do during the fall season if you decide to try it. And if there's any parts of this tutorial you'd like to see a more specific tutorial for, like the eyeliner or brow routines, please leave a comment. And if there's any other color combos or types of makeup looks or trends you would like to see in my channel in the future, please leave a comment as well. Like and subscribe if you're cool. Thanks, guys.